Hello and welcome to the Mommanevin Knits YouTube channel. My name is Joan and I am Mommanevin here on YouTube as well as on Instagram. Today is January 26th and our high today is going to be 53. That's like burr weather for us. This is episode 57. And first of all, I want to tell you how we're doing with the fires. The fires in our area are really close to being completely contained, although the one in Pasadena has been 95% contained for the better part of a week. So I don't know what's taking them so long to get that other 5% taken care of, but whatever. But now we have rain. And you would think that we would be like, yay, rain. No. A lot of the houses that, a lot of the land and things like that are on a hill. And so because the vegetation has burned, that does not help when it rains because then we get mud. So we get mudslides. It's always something out here. It's always something. So anyway, we'll see if we get some mudslides. But we are on Eagle Watch. Our eagles in Big Bear have laid 2 eggs. So I'm hoping this year. I mean, I really am hoping they need to have one that comes to fruition. That would be really nice. It may be a little bit dark. You know why it's dark? Because I don't have my ring light on. Hold, please. I was chatting away and hadn't hit record. Anyway, I have my ring light on now. The reason why it is a little bit darker today is because it is raining. So we are, where I live, is excited about rain as Amy from Two Sisters was this past week about snow. So, and my hometown where Amy lives had like 8 inches of snow. That's amazing. So, congratulations. Good for you. And my cousin sent me a picture of her daughter. Now, she doesn't live in my hometown. She lives closer to the Texas border. And they had snow. So, it's just crazy times, I tell ya. Okay, so I decided this past week, because I just really need to get some stuff done. And I hope it's on, yes. Okay. I need to get some stuff done. So I'm going to go back to my old way of doing things with having goals. So the first thing I worked on this week, I got some work done on Tasha's sock. So here we are. I did from here to the end. Now I measured, and this is the measure thing that Pirate chewed on. He's so helpful. And I need to get it to 8 1/4. So I'm like at 7 1/4. So I have about another inch to go, and then I can do a toe, and I will have one sock done. And that is my goal for next week, is to have one sock done. Okay. Alrighty, and that is, it's a 60 stitch, 2.25 millimeter. And the color here is Felicini concession stand, and the heels, toes, and cuffs are Stroll Patina. Okay. So, Billy's sweater is done. So I will be mailing this to my friend Sharon this next week, and then hopefully we can get a picture of Billy in it. And I had to, remember last week it was all messed up and I couldn't figure out what was wrong. I just basically said, you know what? I'm going to tear it out. I started over with just having the squares, and then I put it together again, and this time I got it to work. So it is done. So I'm very happy about that. Now, Billy's sweater, I waited when I was done because last week I had a total of 884 grams of yarn that have come into my stash this year. Billy's sweater weighed 264 grams, so I now have a balance of 620 grams more than I did December 31st. We'll see what happens. Alrighty. Chip's sweater is still in pieces, but I am working on it. I have gotten a little bit done. But I'm hoping that with Billy's sweater done, I can finally like hit the gas with this one and get this one done as well. Alrighty, and Chips' sweater is done with a size 7 crochet hook, 4.5 millimeters. Okay, my temperature blanket. See my little duckies to hold my needles because I'm having a really hard time losing these needles. So I was like, that's it. I'm putting some duckies on them. So I am not anywhere near to being caught up, but I did rip out. I had knitted a square here, and it was supposed to be here. So I ripped that one out, re-knit it down here where it was supposed to be. I knitted this fill-in half square, and then knitted that square. So I'm still not caught up, but getting there. We're gonna get there eventually. So today we have football, so I'm gonna be knitting on all the things today while I watch football. Now, with the weather, the temperature blanket, I had been asked by some people. I remember Shauna was one of them. I think there was somebody else as well. But they had asked me to put together, they had asked me to put together a tutorial of how I do my temperature blanket. So this was my trial run that I did last summer. So I did do a couple of tutorials. There's still more to do, but I did a tutorial for this one. That's part 1. And then this and this, and that's part 2. So this is where we are so far on my tutorial. So I'm hoping tomorrow, I took the day off. I know I'm so silly. You'll see why. But I took the day off tomorrow, so I'm hoping I can do part 3 tomorrow. We'll see. And that is, my temperature blanket is on a size 4 needle. Okay? Now, remember when I said, oh, you know, if I did 1 square of Jessica's a day, I could get it finished. And I never did 1 square a day. So this past week, I started up, and it was toward the end of the week. So I only got 2 white squares done. I got these 2 done. So I am going to attempt to start working on Jessica's blanket so I can get it finished before I die. I know, that's not funny. But anyway, my goal for next week is 5 squares, and I am using a size B hook, and that is 2.25 millimeters. So, alrighty, Memories blanket. Okay, my Memories blanket. See if I can find my square from last week. It's always fun trying to find it. So this was my square from last week. Isn't that pretty? I really like that. That's so pretty. So I'm going to turn off my camera and go pick a color for next week. Let me make sure that I'm recording this week. So here's our color. Ooh. Let's see. Oh, sorry. Let me see what we get. Ooh, that is very pretty. Okay, so here is our color for next week. It's really pretty. It's going to be fun. I think that this might be one of the gumballs from Opal that I bought. So I think that might be that. It's going to be really pretty when I put it in there. All right. So moving along. Now I didn't start my Mardi Gras socks yet. Oh, sorry about that. I didn't start them yet, but I do have a goal for next week. So here's my sock color. And the name of this is Amandy's Makings, and it's Endymion. And then my minis that go with it are part of a mini set called Rex. And those are two of the parade names in Mardi Gras in New Orleans. And so I thought that would be perfect. But I do need to get started because it's going to be a color work sock. And part of my hesitation with it is that I wanted to kind of watch some tutorials about doing color work, because I think what I'm going to have to do, I have very voluptuous calves. So I think I'm going to have to, I will do my normal 60 around the cuff, but then I'm going to increase to 64 and actually go up a needle size, because I want them to fit me after I go through all that work. Okay, I haven't bought any new yarn this week. Womp womp, sorry. Again, I told you my balance that I need to, that I'm over from the beginning of the year is 620. So, cows and mals. Not knit picks. Politically Incorrect Knitters, Live Long and Prosper Cal. This is the last week. It ends on the 31st. The color for this month was blue. And you need to find either Ann Pinkava or Deplorable Knitters Instagram and get one of their bingo cards to fill out. And if you do something in blue, I believe you get an extra square. Okay, then Two Sisters and Some Yarn are doing the Mardi Gras Mal. So that means you don't have to knit, you can crochet or whatever else they decide is okay. It needs to be purple, green, and gold, or one of those colors, and it will end on March 4th, which is Mardi Gras Day. Okay, Chicken Lady finished 25 and 25. I've finished one. So once you fill a square for every time you finish a project in 2025. Chicken Lady said that one person has finished their 25 square already. That's awesome. Alrighty, again, I talked to you about, I'm going into happenings, sorry. I talked to you about the eagles, and yesterday Jackie, our female eagle, laid another egg, so we have 2 eggs to watch now. So, but poor thing, rain down here means snow in the mountains. So here's a picture of Jackie in the nest, surrounded by snow. So other happenings, we saw Scott quickly this week. He stopped by, really liked it, so we are happy with that. We will see Steve and Jessica tomorrow, maybe Scott. We're going to go buy them lunch. Like I said, I took the day off, and I'm going to talk about my puppies now. I took a vacation day so I could go see my granddog. Don't look at me like that. I know it's silly, but I haven't seen her, and I miss her. And so my kids are super, super busy. They have busy lives. And so I was like, when can we make an appointment to see her? And so they gave us tomorrow. So we're going to go over tomorrow and see her and then take the kids to lunch. So Yay. Pirate, my little angel with the devil horns. My husband we have a container that we keep his kibble in, and he doesn't eat just kibble. He eats wet food half and then kibble half. And so my husband had refilled the kibble bin, and then he turned away to do something, and he heard crunching. And he turned back, and Pirate had helped himself to the kibble. I was like, you don't need to feed me. I'll just help myself. That boy, he's something else. So, I think that's all I have today. I do have a quick little show and tell. I'm going to put a picture of it right here, and that is my cart. My husband and I bought that from Joann's this week. When he got it home, attempting to put it together for me, we discovered that instead of having two each of how the feet should go, we had 4 of the same one. So we took that back and we got a different one. And I really, really like it. I think it's going to really be helpful for me. A lot of times when I'm getting ready to do the show each week, I have to go back and forth about 20 times. So what the cart will do is give me an opportunity to get everything in here at the same time. So that is all I have today. I'm going to go watch the rain and watch football. And I hope that everybody has a wonderful day today. And I hope that you decide to come back and see me next week. Bye-bye.